So I was given a recipe to make some Advocaat from Erwin Ames. Thanks very much, buddy. And today I'm going to give it a go. So here's the ingredients I'm going to be using. I've got 150 ml of 90% ABV spirit, 400 ml of condensed milk, 8 egg yolks, 350 grams of caster sugar, and also I'm supposed to be using a sachet of vanilla sugar as well. I don't have any, so I'm going to attempt to use some vanilla extract, and hoping that will work. So the first job is to add the egg yolks to the milk and then stir it up for 2 minutes. So now that's thoroughly mixed, we add the sugar and stir that in for a couple of minutes. So now that's all nicely mixed together, I'm going to add the alcohol in. So after a couple of minutes, that's all nicely thoroughly mixed together. And then it's just a case of finding some suitable glass containers and spooning it all in. So after putting about equal amounts in the 2 jars, I decided to put in about half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract in just one of them. So here we are at the end of the video, and as per usual, we have the final product. I ended up with just under a litre, I think it was at the end, and it's hovering somewhere, rough calculations, 15% ABV. And yeah, it tastes exactly how you would imagine, like a real rich, thick, creamy custard. Oh, it's amazing. It's like a dessert on steroids, it is. With the sugar, I think I possibly should have spoon-fed it into the mixture rather than dumping it all in one go. But it worked out okay in the end, so I didn't worry too much about that. Right, this is where at the end of the video I say, yeah, it's all good, keep on shining. Yeah. But no, just a quick addition. What I did, the one with the vanilla extract in was, this one was absolutely lovely as it is, and I thought, like I said, like a dessert. So what I did with the egg whites, now this is no great bloody groundbreaking kind of idea, because everybody's done this before. The egg whites I turned into a meringue, or loads of little meringues, and so what we did was we had it as like a dessert. So we had the meringues and a couple of spoonfuls of this stuff on top. If you like sweet things, and I do, that's like a sugar overload. It was it was a crazy good idea, that was. So that's a nice dessert to have. But before your dessert, what you need is a little bit of a drink. And what I did with this one, this was the plain one that I was going to add some more vanilla to. I decided to thin it down a bit. So out came a bottle of spirit and also the electric hand whisk. So there we go. I added in some elderflower infused spirits that I made a couple of years ago, and it was something I was never too keen on, to be fair, but it's married so well in this, it's absolutely transformed it again. So as you can see, it's really thinned it out quite nicely. I'm not quite sure what ABV it is now. It's obviously boosted it up a bit, but that doesn't really matter. We get too hung up on ABV sometimes. Oh, it's mind-blowing. So what I've got now is obviously a nice creamy drink and a nice thick drink, should we call it? I have trouble calling it a drink when you have to use a spoon with it, but I can use this, the original, if I can call it that, with my meringues. So that is, if you haven't made something like this before, it's super easy. Go ahead and do it. And Look at that, sun's just come out right at the end of the video as usual. Must be a sign for me to go. So until next time, if you enjoy the hobby, make sure you keep on shining.